Hi, everyone. How's it going? Good? Good.
They
So
still
today we're
they
talking about
still
Power
can't
Rangers for
respond.
adults.
They st- Power Rangers for adults. Yep.
I mean, that's essentially what it is. If a Power Rangers movie was done correctly, this would be it.
Well, yeah, we'll see how long it takes for them to try that again. Ironically, the suits in this are actually that Power Rangers reboot-esque look.
Oh my. Did you ever see the Power Dash Rangers short film that was like very R-rated?
No.
Oh, it's so funny. Like they
Does
have
the Dash avoid a trademark
I
infringement?
guess because there's blood splatters, there's like drug use, there's sex.
Wow.
It was something else,
I
man.
mean, no, yeah, all these things that were supposed to be from your childhood have to get rated R-ified at some point. I mean, even this though, and I love it when movies make blood blue so they can get away with being massively violent while still maintaining that PG-13. Because Pacific Rim does do that.
There's one in particular I thought about when I was watching this yesterday, but so Pacific Rim is just a big love letter to mech anime, giant robot movies, giant monsters, all that stuff. And if you're into all that, this was made for you. It's not very heavy on plot at all. They try to set up a world, and it's not a bad one, but you're in it really for the monsters and the robots.
Yeah, I mean,
I was wondering
the
if
thing
you
is,
had anything to say.
no, the thing is, a lot of other movies like this will honestly they'll overdo it with setting things up, and it's just like, dude, I just want to see some giant robots punch some kaiju. Okay, can we do that?
Literally within like 30 seconds, there's a giant kaiju attacking a city. Like within like 30 seconds.
It's pretty much the first thing that happens, and it gives you a good look at just the scale of these things and how intense they are, and it's crazy because this movie is 12 years old and it still looks better than a lot of movies that come out today. Also, this movie is 12 years old.
I hate that, but I remember watching it because I saw this in the theater, and I was like, because I didn't know what I was getting into. I was like, oh, this could be either really cool or really stupid. But the movie just doesn't make you waste any time. It sets up the world, where the kaiju come from, how we made the robots, and it's like, oh, all of that makes sense. Cool. Let's fight things. Do I care about the characters? Not particularly, but it's fun.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic, and I do care about the characters in the short time they have to set them up.
Raleigh is a good enough protagonist. Like,
Yeah, I mean, he's like, he's kind of like your Neo. You know, he's a bit of a blank slate, but also has enough of personality where you're like, I can get behind that. And then Mako's likable. Idris Elba is always.
according to Final Fantasy VII, we could turn her into materia.
God damn! I got a Mako joke in here too, you bastard.
Idris Elba is great in literally everything.
Yeah,
So,
it's just like, is Idris Elba in it? Yep. Does he? Yep. All right, we're good.
Yeah, I mean, it's very rare for him to mess anything up.
Yeah, no, he's always a good time. I pulled a Frankie, and I just watched this right now.
Oh, did you?
But honestly, I've seen this so many times, I didn't need to. I could have easily talked about it without.
Oh, I'm sure I could have, but I hadn't seen it in a while, so I was like, let me rewatch it just to be on the safe side. And
Yeah, it's the same. I usually watch this every couple of months, but I probably haven't watched this in. I mean, I've been busy all year, so it's been a while.
Like even the opening fight scene with what's it called? Gypsy Danger and the kaiju in the water. I forgot the kaiju's name.
I think it's Knife. Is it Knifehead?
No. Is it Knifehead? Yeah, it is Knifehead. You're right. It is Knifehead.
Yeah, I think it was.
Even I was watching it and I was like, this fight scene is why I don't like the Transformers movies. Because Pacific Rim frames the fight scenes where you can see everything.
I literally have the same thing written. It's just the way this movie frames, the way these movies frames battles is just unmatched. It's insanely good. I actually wrote that.
It's almost like watching an anime on the screen.
Well, it's actually funny because this doesn't actually have that anime feel like Speed Racer did, but it sure as hell nails the mecha element.
Oh, absolutely. And
I mean, fans of Evangelion and Gurren Lagann and Gundam should be plenty pleased by this.
I even buy the reasoning why it needs two pilots. It's just like, okay,
yep.
Cool.
I mean, I don't know if the science behind it is true, but it doesn't matter because this is not a real thing.
No, it's not.
But it works because the thing is, otherwise you just have one person, and then there's no character interactions while these scenes are going on, and I think that's really the reason that there's two pilots, and it works.
And they give a story reason, and I buy it. I don't know what this technology is like, but cool.
Yeah, I have I have some qualms with the technology, like like being able to fire the being able to fire while you're lost in the drift. Like I feel like they shouldn't have control over the guns while they're in a mental state that could be threatening.
I was thinking about that too. I was like, oh, Mako, don't do this. I also love how Gypsy Danger's AI is fucking GLaDOS.
Yes, I have that written too. God damn. Every freaking time. You're taking my point. Yeah. No, it is cool. And apparently Guillermo del Toro got her just because it's like, hey, let's use that voice from that game.
I was waiting for Raleigh to pull a fucking portal gun and just start trying to solve puzzles instead of fighting the kaiju.
Is he adopted? Because that's important for her interactions with characters. She has to make fun of them for being adopted.
Mako is.
Yeah, okay.
And even the backstory they give to a lot of these characters, like Idris Elba's character, whose name I honestly can't remember offhand. Mako, even
nope, that wasn't it.
I can't remember. Major or something?
Well, most of the time they call him Marshall, but it's that's his
Prentice Cat or Prentice something? I don't remember. I don't remember. I really don't remember. It's driving me crazy. And I don't, you know what? I don't feel like looking it up. So
Stacker. It's Stacker. Yeah, Penn something. But Stacker is his name.
He has. I think we talked about this in the Pacific Rim review. Oh, not the Pacific Rim. The Independence Day review. He just his canceling the apocalypse speech is just.
Yep, I did say that. Yeah, it's seriously the best movie speech since Independence Day. 17 years earlier. Like, it took that long to even come close to the Independence Day one.
And I mean, the only issue I really have with this movie, and it's not a big one, is just from that first fight to when they get to the battle in Hong Kong, there is a bit of a lull period. You're also establishing lore and characters and Charlie Day drifting with Kaiju and
that Kaiju groupie.
I like to think this takes place in the same universe as Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
So it's actually him.
It's just Charlie Kelly, for some reason, somehow became a scientist.
Yeah, but this guy's not, like,
an
awful.
Idiot.
All those people. Yeah, and that too.
Oh, dude, the people that Always Sunny in Philadelphia, they are the worst people. I think that's the whole reason. I think that's the whole reason Guillermo del Toro casted him, was because he thought he was funny.
Yeah, honestly, it's just crazy that Guillermo del Toro made this, because it's just like from Hellboy and horror adjacent stuff to later on horror, and then a lot of horror produced things. Like this dude that's in this horror world. I mean, I guess this is still monster stuff, but going from Hellboy to the best robot versus kaiju movie, how did that happen?
I really can't think of anything that would top this in terms of monsters fighting robots.
It's not. I mean, like, I guess the closest you get is Godzilla v Kong.
I mean, because of Mechagodzilla, I guess.
Like that's all right, but it's not even close to what this is.
Well, no, it's not. But I still consider that more of a monster movie than monsters versus robots. Yeah, because they still technically consider Mechagodzilla a kaiju.
Yeah, I guess so. Because it's got a kaiju brain still, right? So, yeah, this is definitely more on the mecha side of things.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love how they try to claim Stryker Eureka as like the best mech ever, but then Gypsy Danger's like, I'm the hero robot, bro. Step back.
You are not the main character.
Honestly, that's what it felt like when he came in and just killed both those kaiju. I was like, yeah, I got this.
Well, when 3 were struggling.
And then Gypsy Danger's like, nah, bro.
That reveal though, because I mean, you kind of forget. You've seen this movie so many freaking times. You kind of forget that when the second kaiju shows up in that fight, it's a reveal. Like that wasn't supposed to happen yet, and it's a cool reveal.
And I don't think though, if the one didn't do the EMP pulse, I don't think Stryker Eureka would have lost.
Hard to say,
because he's supposed to be more powerful than Gypsy Danger. But
probably not. But that's why that one came equipped with an EMP.
Just like the fucking Mutos have EMPs and Godzilla for some reason. I was watching this and I was like, Godzilla 2014 pulls a lot from Pacific Rim, actually.
Well, I mean, like, hey, here's this movie that did this thing really, really well, showed scale really, really well. How do we do that?
Let's do that, but not show our main title creature.
Oh my god! Yeah, I honestly, I have not gone back and rewatched that Godzilla because of that. I'm just like, but he's not in it.
It's called Godzilla. He's in like 7 minutes of the movie.
But I will say though that what's that director's name who did Godzilla? He's
Gareth Edwards.
He's also very good at showing scale.
I'll give him that.
He just doesn't show it enough.
I just wish they showed Godzilla more in that movie. Yeah. But that's a video for another day.
But no, Pacific Rim is fantastic. I watched it in 3D. It still looks great in 3D. It's got great music. Man, it's a shame that this movie never got a sequel.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah, it's a weird one and done type thing. Yeah.
What's that? No, that didn't happen. No, that didn't happen.
No. I almost wanted, because I know they expressed doing a crossover with Godzilla.
I think Godzilla's too big to.
Not only is Godzilla too big, the Jaegers wouldn't stand a frickin' chance against him.
Yeah, he's much bigger than these mechs,
and probably all the kaiju in this movie, because Godzilla's like what, 400 feet tall.
All I know is they made him way too big in the recent series.
He's huge.
Still, honestly, there have been bigger Godzillas out there, though. I mean, it was that anime adaptation. It was
he was
one like the size of a mountain, literally the size of a mountain. He was a mountain.
Like he's gigantic.
Yeah.
But in terms of live action, I don't think we've had a bigger one outside of the one we have here in the U.S. for some reason.
I wish he would make another one because he did such a good job.
Dude, I know this movie made a decent profit, mostly overseas. And I actually did have a Gypsy Danger figure for a while, but my ex-girlfriend knocked it off my shelf and shattered it.
Oh, that sucks.
It was expensive, too. It was like $200-something.
Oh, my God.
I was so fucking mad, dude.
Yeah, that's not good.
So
you broke up the next day. That's really weird. You keep telling me these stories where I find out why you broke up right afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. The one thing I didn't get, the Stryker Eureka pilots, the dad and the son was antagonizing Raleigh and Mako for literally no reason.
Yeah. No, I think it's probably that rock star. You know, he just wanted to be the main character, but he wasn't.
And then when Raleigh beats the shit out of him, I was like, oh, that was satisfying.
But then, yeah, and then he finally comes around, and honestly, that moment with him and his dad, you know, right before the final fight it's a good moment.
Oh, when he sacrificed himself, and he's like, "It was an honor working with you, sir," to Idris Elba. I was like, damn. Even that scene too, where like the water just disappears after the nuke, and the Gypsy Danger's holding himself down by a sword, and then boom. I was like, oh, that looks awesome.
So many cool moments in this, and although unfortunately there is some bad ADR, quite a few times. I don't think it's actually ADR. I think it's shots being mismatched, so you can see there was one you can see like from the side of their face. Oh, that's not what they're saying in that shot.
There was one I noticed. What's the guy who had like the weird mullet, who was like the communications guy talking to the Jaegers? What was his name?
I can't remember. I'm sorry. I'm terrible with names in always.
But yeah, there was that guy. There was a scene where I saw him telling everyone to get out, and I swear his mouth wasn't moving. I was like, oh.
It happens quite a few times in this movie, and it sucks. Again, I don't think it's ADR where they go back and just re-record the dialogue. I think it's just an editing thing where they took one shot, paired it with the dialogue from another shot, and they just don't line up.
The only other lore question I have, it's toward the end of the movie where they figure out, you need to be a kaiju to get through the breach. So Gypsy Danger kills the big kaiju and uses its body to get through. How are Mako and Raleigh able to get out?
Maybe it's just they need the key in, but they don't need the key out.
That's I guess. Otherwise, they shouldn't have been able to get out.
Because it seems like they're still in the middle of the rift when they go. It doesn't seem like they make it all the way to the other side, wherever it goes.
I love how their whole plan was destined to fail if Charlie Day hadn't figured everything out.
Yep, that is very true. But
Then,
that kind of thing happens a lot in movies.
I can't not talk about Ron Perlman.
Yes, Hellboy himself.
I swear he's in every single Guillermo del Toro movie.
Doug Jones usually is too, but there was no place for him in this, unfortunately.
Yeah, there are certain directors who always have actors in their movies. I think like Michael B. Jordan's always in Ryan Coogler's movies.
And you got people like Tim Burton and Sam Raimi always using the same people.
What's his name? John Carpenter. Kurt Russell is always there a lot of the time.
I mean, you make good friends. You like to work. Adam Sandler, always using the same.
Yeah, Rob Schneider and Kevin James.
Yeah, once you make good friends with the people you work with, it's like, yeah, I want to keep working with them. Then work's fun.
I think though my favorite battle scene, is the one in Hong Kong with the two in the ocean.
It comes strolling in with a cargo ship as a bat.
Dude, that was so cool. And that scene in particular really shows why direction matters, because you could see everything going on, Michael Bay.
Yeah. No, and then it's even just like a pacing thing, because there's other movies that try to do these large scale battles, but honestly, the robots, the kaiju, whatever, they're moving too fast, and it's just like, it doesn't feel right. Like even the sequel to this that doesn't exist just doesn't look right.
It's because they're so big, you need to see them moving at a slower pace to get the scale of everything. And this movie does that.
It nails it.
Awesome. Like every time Gypsy Danger throws a punch, you feel the impact of that punch.
And the weight it takes just to make the machine move.
Uh-huh. It's really cool.
You know that silly shot with the Newton's cradle was largely practical?
Was it really?
Like, not entirely. I think that like the fist wasn't real, and you have some background elements that were added, but like all the desks and the papers flying and the Newton's cradle itself, like all that, it was a practical shot in large part.
That part actually made me chuckle.
It's just so stupid.
It's like the one thing Gypsy Danger's fist doesn't hit.
Physics.
Yeah. What are those?
You think any pilots ever attempted to drift and then just look over at each other and said, "Wow, you're into some weird shit"?
Oh, it had to happen. It had to happen, bro. Like
think about the father and son duo. I mean, like what did they learn about each other in that moment that they just like, I didn't want to know that.
What kind of freaky shit was his son into? I do. Speaking of that, I did love the part where you see Mago's backstory with the giant crab thing, and Raleigh's like, "Yo, this isn't real. We got to get you out of here," type of thing.
Yeah, the whole way they splice the present and past together with that is pretty neat.
And it really explains, and you buy why Idris Elba's like, "No, Mako, you cannot do this," and you get it. Or when like he grabbed him, he was like, 1, don't ever touch me again. 2, don't ever touch me again. I love that. Was the I'm assuming that when he was bleeding from his nose, that's because he did solo combat for so long in that mech.
Oh, it was Mako poisoning.
Mako poisoning.
I mean, radiation is similar. They both seem to either give you superpowers or kill you.
Yeah.
Mako's pretty similar.
Yeah, exactly. Because he was taking those pills, but I don't think they really worked.
No. I mean, the way he talked about it, he honestly should have been dead, so I guess they kept him from being dead.
Yeah, that's fair. Because Raleigh, when he did solo, that didn't happen to him, but I don't think he was doing it anywhere near as long as Idris Elba's character was.
Yeah, it was much shorter, but also by the time Gypsy Danger was built, they did have radiation shielding in the mix.
Oh yeah, because he was in a Mark II or something.
Basically
like a Mark IV. Was he a Mark III or Mark?
Point is, like, it was the earlier generation. They rushed into production, and yeah, he said it in the movie. They didn't care about radiation shielding.
No,
they were just trying to get the things built.
Because we got to stop these stupid monsters. And
yeah, oh my god, and the freaking. The thing at the beginning where they're trying to shut down the Jaeger program for the coastal wall because it's a promising option.
Idiots.
Like, what was the plan? Just let the kaiju roam the earth?
Build a wall. Keep the illegals out.
And then they just tear through that wall like paper. Shots fired, Attack on Titan, which is funny because season 1 of Attack on Titan actually came out the same year as this movie.
No, the fuck it didn't. Did it really?
Yeah, it did. They're both 2013.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, it's just like, so how those walls working?
Not well.
Yeah. No, but really, what was the goal with the wall?
Ask Trump.
Come on.
Oh man, but I love how basically all the other Jaegers in this movie, aside from like Gypsy and Stryker, sucked. They all got their asses kicked.
Well, I mean, it doesn't help that particular kaiju was a bit of a beast.
Yeah, because there was the big bulky one that the Russians had. I can't remember their names. Oh, I remember the red one was Crimson Typhoon. Was there another one? Or was it just those four?
No, let's see. Yeah, there's a 3-arm one. The
big bulky one, Stryker and Gypsy. Was there another one?
I think it was those 4. I like how, yeah, I like how in the 3-arm one there's the third pilot in the back, but you barely see him.
No, I forgot there was 3. To be honest,
I know it's like, and is the third pilot just there for the one arm in the back? Like that's all he's doing.
I think that's it. That's the only reason he's there.
So why didn't they add 2 arms? Like if he doesn't need to control the whole thing, he doesn't need to control legs. Could he at least have 2 arms?
Yes.
I don't know. It's that one's that.
It seemed like it was just like, hey, we have triplets. Let's just all give ourselves a thing to do.
We've got a gimmick.
We're gonna die today.
So it seems like when the Jaegers take damage, they can actually feel it.
Yeah, like you could tell in the first fight, like when a Gypsy Danger got his arm ripped off, Raleigh was like, "Ah, fuck!"
Yeah. So I can only imagine what it feels like getting half your brain ripped out.
I don't even want to think about that.
Yeah, can see why he's a bit damaged from that one.
Because you could tell, like at the beginning when Gypsy Danger defeated Knifehead, but he was like beat the hell up. Raleigh,
yeah, that was it. That was the thing. It looked like he had like burning from when the arm got ripped off. I'm like, why were the suits designed to be able to? Why would the suit scar you when the mech's arm gets ripped off?
And I'm glad that's not just brushed away because you see at a point he's got a lot of scars on his body when Mako's like looking at him.
Yep.
I also loved too the when he's figuring out Mako and Everdrift's compatible, how everyone else sucked.
Yes, they weren't even close. And then the way Mako looks at the marshal when Raleigh says he wants to try fighting with her, and she's like, "Oh, can I? Can I?" Just the way she looks at him.
She was so excited. She was like, "It's my turn. It's me. He's picking me."
Please stop. You got to stop doing women and children voices. It's just terrifying.
Notice me, senpai.
It's my God.
What Mako was doing.
All right, I'm out. Talk to you later. Bye. I'm gone.
But in all seriousness, this is still one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, it's great.
I know last week I was really harsh on Speed Racer. I have the opposite problem here, where
I will never understand your reaction to Speed Racer.
This movie was very, very, very entertaining, and I will watch it again, I'm sure.
Well, I'm gonna watch this many more times. Oh, I forgot to mention the sword was so effective, and I really want to know, was that available 5 years earlier? Because Raleigh didn't seem to know about it.
And I'm assuming when they rebuilt him, they upgraded him a little bit.
That's what I was thinking. Like, hey, let's add this super overpowered. The sword is always overpowered.
I think this guy's dead, but let's be sure. Bam, bam. Yeah, he's dead. It reminded me of Scream 2, where Billy's mom is laying on the ground and he's like, boom, she's not coming back to life in my movie. Fuck that. And just walks away. We will review Scream 2 around Halloween. Don't you guys worry. But,
yeah, no, I've wanted to say that one a few times, but I'm like, nah, we'll save it for October.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, this is, in terms of robot movies, this is probably at the top. For monster movie, I'm not 100% sure, but for robots, yeah.
I really can't think of anything that comes remotely close to this one.
No, none of the Transformers movies come even close to this. The Power Rangers movie was terrible. And if you want to watch a Power Rangers movie, watch Pacific Rim. But that's all I've got. Unless you got anything you want to add.
No, I'm pretty sure we covered it.
Hell yeah. Well, my friend, what are we talking about next week?
Oh, this one's going to be super random. Are you ready for this?
No, I'm not.
We're going to talk about The Jungle Book, 1994.
With Jason Scott Lee?
Yep, that one.
What?
It's just so it's so forgotten about. Nobody ever thinks about it, and I think I mentioned it in the Lilo and Stitch review.
I was today years old and I remember that movie existed.
Like that's what I'm saying. People forget about that movie. I know I really used to like it, and I probably haven't watched it since the 90s or early 2000s. It's been a long freaking time.
I was not expecting this. Well, all right then, fellas. Next time we're going to review the obscure Jungle Book movie not called Mowgli.
Oh God, that one. I have such a grudge against that one.
I haven't seen it.
I am mad at that movie.
But Pacific Rim, that's the review for today. So
yes, yes, good things.
We'll see you guys next time. Take care.